The Florida market was second to last when I took over, and in 3 quarters we went to number one. And so I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? And so I just started applying to different places. And so I applied to Palm Beach Tan, which I will say they are the largest national chain of tanning salon businesses throughout the United States. I had really no sales experience, and they hired me as an assistant manager, probably because I was maybe one of the only people that had a bachelor's degree applying for this job. That's when I really kind of first started within leadership, but then more so sales. I just remember thinking, if I can convince someone to buy a $175 bottle of tanning lotion, I can probably convince somebody to buy anything, right? I can probably teach them to buy something that they actually need. I ended up loving it, and I worked my way up. I went from assistant manager to store manager to multi-unit store manager to we had some change, and so I was like kind of like the pseudo area manager, and then I got promoted finally, and I was over Atlanta, and they moved me to Florida to really try to pick up that market. The Florida market was second to last when I took over, and in 3 quarters we went to number one.
You can't drop that kind of progress and not explain what
Yeah,
drove that progress.
because I work in medical device, but that's kind of like one of my proudest things. And so, like, for starters, and let me give some context, right? So in the tanning industry, you have other salons as your competition. In Florida, you have the beach as your competition, right? Like, that's your competition. But I think, and this is where I really found my niche with leadership, and this is where I'm so passionate about it. If you can build that rapport and you can build that relationship with the people that you work with, your colleagues, your staff, whatever that you want to refer to them as, they're employed by this company, but they work for you. Like, the ceiling is just limitless, right? I kind of went in, and my focus wasn't so much on push, 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 but build, 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 right? Build that relationship with my staff, build the relationship with customers, go in and show the people that were technically working underneath me that I was going to get down and sell behind the counter just like they would. If the bathrooms needed to be clean, I was going to do that. If something needed to be mopped, I was going to do that. If somebody was sick and a store needed to be open, that was my responsibility. So I think modeling that behavior allowed this level of trust, between myself, and I think I had 12 or 13 stores at the time, between myself and the store managers, assistant managers, and the staff,